Hello guys, how are you? If you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle and this is one of my mini series. As you saw the title, this is the anti-twin flame reading. Yes, you saw that, right? Yes. So we're going to find out why didn't it work? Why didn't you meet them? Like, what was the purpose? So this is completely collective. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody, as I cannot tap to everybody's energy. So feel free to take or leave whatever you want. As I always say, I do not burp adults. So Boo Boo Gaga self-service is a must. A must. Because I do not run a daycare. Just know this is general. Like I said a million times. Take or leave whatever you want. Okay? So with this said, that card that you heard, it's a paid actor. So let's move forward, boo boo. Let's move. Let's see what the universe has for you. Okay? So let's see what the universe has for ya. Okay, let's see. So we got the Six of Pentacles, the Joker, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, both of them in the reverse. Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and overall, we got the Seven of Wands in reverse. At the bottom, we got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. We got Leo, train. We got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Very strong Scorpio energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, I said that, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Anyways, moving from this. So, let me just pause real quick. I'm back, guys. There was a train. But either way, hold on. This train was annoying. But anyways, I got a snack while the train passed. But anyways, you met this person, okay? So their purpose was for always to leave, okay? They were not, unfortunately, I'm going to break it down for you. They were not meant to be part of your life. They were meant to be part of a chapter. This person was lessons. What kind of lessons? You needed to learn about your self-worth. You needed to learn how to be more independent. You were codependent. You also needed to learn how to establish your boundaries. Twin flames are not what people talk about. Twin flames are very painful, very harsh, beyond our understanding. Just because somebody's your twin flame doesn't mean, one, that you owe them. Second, that they're gonna be with you forever. That's the thing that it's broke. I'm gonna break it down simple and fast. I'm not gonna be around the bush. That's how it is. At the end of the day, they were actually also meant to help you find some gifts, some talents that you had, that you were sleeping on, for you to have a spiritual awakening. At the same time, it was a lesson for them. It was to value and cherish who loves you, because once it's not there, you're gonna miss it forever. So those are the mutual learned lessons, part of why you met them. With the Death in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse, it was for you to stop making a home out of a demolished building. Meaning that when things do not work out, when things are not changing, when no matter how much you try to do things, the building is still on fire, the building is still falling on you, you're not responsible to not only manage the building only, but you're not responsible to pick up broken pieces that you did not break. Often you took responsibilities that were not yours. Often you broke your back trying to make things work with somebody who was clearly not in the same page. And you, not only you did it with them, but you could have done it with previous relationships. I'm not saying with the same intensity, but you did. When you said, I want to put myself first, I'm never going to go through this again, it was a freaking BS, because you did put yourself last multiple times, and you continue to do that, and you continue to do things for others. So this person came to your life as a lesson that was the most painful thing in your life, but it was the most intense, that caused the most learning and the most lessons in your life that allowed you to see what things were done incorrectly that were not blessing your life. It was for you to stop reminiscing in the past when the past was not doing anything to move forward with you in the present. Stop going back to shore when there's nobody waiting for you. Stop going back to shore to somebody who's not even trying to meet you halfway in the ocean. This person did this to you, so you stop doing that for other people as well. Because a person who's nice, sometimes in kind, takes a lot of beatings within life because people do not respect, do not cherish kindness. Let me tell you something. When I was the most kind in my life, people abused me, walk all over me. And now that I'm a biggest biha, people think before even considering something. But a biha, like myself, is not born overnight. It takes a lot of beatings through life, right? So the person you are right now, painful, non-painful, you could even feel confused because now you see things on a different light. You understand things on a different session, on a different level, right? But you weren't like that because you needed to become that, because you needed to see things clear. This person allowed you to remove the blindfold through pain because sadly, we humans do not learn by advice. How many times I give you readings to people and say, hey, don't do that. And they go do that and they come back and I'm like, oops, I did it. And exactly what you told me that would have happened, happened. When things are not working with the 3 of Wands, but there's no foundation, mutual foundation, no matter how many hats you wear in a relationship, in a friendship, in life in general, it's just not going to work. Because you're not responsible for every little thing, every little detail. You're supposed to be part of something, not becoming the something. The 7 of Wands. So you as a flower, stop nourishing yourself because you were giving to others. And that giving to others makes you forget. And that's what you did to this relationship, connectionship, whatever you want to call this mother F. Right? You gave until you did not recognize yourself. You knew you were broken, but you were so broken you didn't know exactly where it hurt the most. So this person did that to you because you needed to realize, oh, we need to remodel. We need to change things. But you wouldn't have done that if you haven't met this person. And they're still in your energies because this person, even though you may not want them, is the biggest lesson. And this person will always be as a memory to remind you what not to do. Things did not move forward, but you stay there. And because you didn't know how to let go. Because you wanted to believe what you wanted to believe. Because you wanted to believe this was kindness, even though that whatever was shown you was negative. It was darkness. And you do that and you did that with other people in other scenarios. And the universe said, she or he is light. Let me help them find the way. We got here the Page of Wands in reverse. We got here the 3 of Wands in reverse. And you said, the universe punished me. They did not punish you. They saved you from this continuous pattern. But either way, if you continue with this pattern, you're hurting yourself. The universe gave you free will, and you're choosing what to do with it. And this has nothing to do with love, if it's not nothing to do with love. But the reason is like your twin flame is not here to save you. It's to show you how to save yourself half of the time. The Wheel of Fortune saying like a twin flame connection is full of coincidences and fatal events and weird events that you may not understand until like when you're like 1,000 years old. It's because just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it doesn't make sense, or it's just not supposed to be like that. Because human mind, they like to justify every little move. And there's things that you cannot justify. And doesn't make a twin flame bad, because it's easy to say, oh, my twin flame is so bad. You know that you also could be the bad twin flame on their eyes. Because, for example, let's say that you say, oh, he or she pushed me away, or he or she was so distant, and they could say, oh my God, he or she, let's say they talking about you, he or she was so pushy, he or she did not respect my boundaries, he or she continued to want something that I couldn't give. You see, perspective. And that's the thing about twin flames. If you're not willing to see perspective, you're never going to understand what's going on. Because it's not about you. It's not about me being the center of the universe. It's about, okay, what's going on? But if you ask back what's going on to Lilith, don't be crying on the comments about like, oh, it's not like this, because it is like this. You just don't want to accept it. The same thing when I tell people, hey, if you get a reading with me, get ready for what's coming, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because I don't birth adults. Because empathy and babying an adult is two different things. I don't babe adults, okay? I don't do baby talk. Now, this person was everything you ever wanted, wasn't it? But everything they did was everything you didn't want, right? It did show you that sometimes your enemies are not outside, they're near you. Sometimes the people that could hurt you the most is not a stranger. It's somebody close to you. It also shows you that you cannot trust words only. You got to trust actions. And if they say, I love you, but they treat you like you mean a little nothing, it's because they see you as a little nothing. They can apologize, yes. But they can't deny that what they did to you at the time was what they wanted to do, because it's how they felt. Seven of Cups in reverse. It was for you to stop giving your heart over and over and over and over to somebody who was tossing it like nothing. At the same time, it taught them you cannot love if you can't love yourself. Mutual lessons. The Ace of Cups. Also, it showed you to be more specific in what you want in a partner. It was for you to stand out for yourself. Your heart full of love, but doesn't mean that you become a human carpet. It doesn't mean that you become a human disposal of garbage. Doesn't mean that. It means that you give your love, but you have boundaries. And you did not know how to do that. And whenever this person showed up and they pushed and shoved you the way they did, you were testing, oh, they have limits. They didn't have limits because you made it limitless. When somebody bullies you and you don't do nothing about it, you think they're going to stop bullying you just because of mercy? They don't have mercy. They need to be taught how to stop, because they need to know that there's consequences to those actions. Now you're no longer with them, and now they may come back. Big may come back. It's not necessarily going to happen for all of you. But guess what? You were the intent in the relationship, and they were the one that pushed away. Why they hurt you so much? They wanted you to leave, but they just didn't want to tell you. And you wanted them to stay, so you didn't defend yourself. You see how wrong you both were? Now, you are doing your thing, and he or she is doing their thing, and you both are missing each other. But they also got to think about it. What do you miss? Is it the trauma bond? Or is it that you really want to get to know them as a person? Because the person that you guys were back then is not the person you guys are. So if they were to come back into your life, we got to see how this plays out. Because now you have boundaries. And now they know what not to do. So we got to see if this is something that you guys want to work on, because sometimes toxicity makes things more saucy than just healthy relationship. Because sometimes there's twin flames that are together or want to be together because of the toxicity that once was. They come back healed, and they're like, I like you as a person, but I don't think I'm going to be with you. Because what you guys were connected by was the toxicity and the trauma bond that once was. And that's why they could come back into your life, but you guys could end up being friends. You guys could end up being, okay, bye, strangers, you know? It's because what was bonding to them was either or a situation, necessity, trauma bond. Another thing is like expectations. Another thing. You got to read a book about twin flames. Any book. Look it up look on my Amazon storefront, and you're going to find very good books. But if you don't want to, type twin flame book, and that's going to break it down for you. But I don't want to be rude, and I don't want to be mean, but I'm just educating you in what not to believe anymore. Expectations. It's beautiful to talk about twin flames, but why is it that people only choose the phase 1 of twin flames? Why don't you look it up, what everything involves in twin flame? That's why this is the anti-twin flame reading, because I want to give you the side that people don't talk about twin flames, boo gaga. And this is always what happens. If one of the twin flames do not work, meaning do not work on their stuff, and the other one does, because trauma was the bond that bonded together, you guys will walk away. Expectations. One thing is going to be hurtful to hear. Your expectations are nobody else's problem, and their expectations of you are nowhere near your problems. So expectations need to be left out of the door. And you had a lot of expectations on people when you meet them, like he or she's going to be the love of my life. He or she's going to treat me like I want. They may not. And just expecting that those expectations, no matter how much you speak about them, are going to be met, are one of the things that kept you connected to somebody who did not deserve your time of day. You were wishing upon a star while carrying all the weight of reality. Aquarius energy, Leo Sagittarius energy. The Emperor right here. Expected to be rewarded. Some of you say, oh, I did it because I wanted to do it. What the heck? I did it because I wanted to do it. But you did it expecting that if you continue to sacrifice yourself, he or she will realize and will match those energies. No. You did expect something. You expected to be loved back. But love is not pain. You don't have to break your back to be loved back. You are not a human carpet, and you are worthy of love. But anybody that makes you work for their love, kick them in their nalgas. These people are using you, blame using you. This person became the emperor in your eyes when he was just a peasant. I want to slap you right now with love and light. You saw potential where there was not. And potential, it's shown to you by actions, not by what you want to believe in. That's why people call mother's love. Mother's love will see potential where there's not even potential. It's because love, like being a mother, like no other. But if this dude or female is not your kid, see them for who they really are. Let's snap out of this twin flame BS that people want to buy you, boo boo gaga. People say, oh, if he don't like you, he pushes you away, he's going to come back eventually. If he pushes you away, it's because he don't want you there. Even if he's your twin flame or she's your twin flame, you need to respect that. Walk away, because then you're going to become the intense twin flame. You don't want that. You're going to freak them out even more because you don't get a hint. You know what I'm saying here? So at this point, boo boo gaga, don't buy the twin flame BS that people want to buy you, because you know that some readers and some people, they actually milk of your codependency. That's money, by the way. I just don't have anything to throw. But why did you meet them? Because you needed to learn a lesson. You needed to work on things. And you did. Look at you now. You're broken, but you are healing. And healing is your responsibility, nobody else's. How do you start healing? If you want to get a professional help, go get professional help. If you want to get Reiki, get Reiki. If you want to get a tarot reading just to see what is the steps you need to take, go for it. But something needs to be done. What else can you tell me about this twin flame? Yes. At one point, there was a third-party situation, most likely on their end. And why didn't they choose you? The person that was here before you, or what were you there, whatever, they were pushing them away. You were waiting for them every time. Every time they push you away, you sit and waited. They thought you were never going to leave. How can somebody miss your absence when you're always there 24/7, no matter what? Who ended up winning? The person who was doing less than you, bare minimum, pushing them away. Because your twin flame was in this energy of like, I don't know what love is. And you showed them love. But they were traumatized by other things unrelated to you. So they thought like the person that don't want you, that don't care for you, the one that pushes you away is the one for them. The same energy as you. You guys were on the same character. Have you ever heard that twin flames go with runner and chaser? You both were on the chaser energy. You guys were chasing different runners. Your person needed to embrace the divine masculine or the divine feminine. He or she was on the chasing energies towards the wrong scenario. Yes, they did entertain you, because whenever they felt pushed away and whenever they felt vulnerable, they went back with you. You were a shoulder to cry on. But the one they wanted was the one they couldn't have. The same way with you. You couldn't have other options. Somebody that was there in a way to perform. Somebody who liked you. But who is the one you wanted? The one that didn't want you, or the one that was doing bare minimum. Why? Because you were on the chasing codependent energy, the same way he or she was. That's why there's no good people or bad people, especially when I'm talking about twin flames. It's just like the misconception of just because I'm running doesn't mean, just because I'm chasing doesn't mean he is not or she's not chasing something else, you know? Energetically, they know where they belong, but they're not ready to accept that. So they continue to make this kind of mistakes. And that's why when you encounter a twin flame, please get a good mentor. Please get a good witch. Please get a good reader. You don't want to be pushed and shoved lies just to enable your codependency, because the heartbreak after this, if you don't actually have your mentality what it needs to be, is horrendous. Look. Now you're no longer looking like the Empress, Libra energy. You are the Empress. The value that you have given to yourself and the value that you show has people turning their head. But who would have thought that it took you so long to realize that? You did not just glow up. You were always glowing. You just never thought you were worthy, or that you didn't actually believe you could glow. But you were always glowing. You cannot leave them from your life, because love it or hate it, they helped you in ways that nothing else could have helped you. Indirectly. Now, you're not wishing on a wishing star anymore. But yeah. Now, you're not only mature and you have created wisdom and achieved wisdom, you also look that way. So people respect you more and people know exactly what you want, because now you project that. Now, this is always after the Tower moment, which is, which is the part of the twin flame that people don't want to talk about, which is half of the time the Tower moment, the breakup, the harsh times. This needs to happen for the lesson to happen. And regardless if you like it or not, regardless if you want to throw a tantrum in the comments, regardless if whatever the heck you want to do, if you're going through a twin flame situation, this is going to happen. After this, you pick up the pieces, you become a better person. And if you allow it, if you both are ready, you guys can get back together as a friendship as well as a romantic partner. But you're not going to skip this part, because nobody has VIP pass. And even when you go like, oh, I have not, wait for it. Wait for it. But this is the anti-twin flame reading that people don't want to talk about, because if you were to know all of this, who the heck wants to go through it? But trust me, we all been there and we haven't actually died. We're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine. So it's just like acceptance and open mind is one of the things. And some people say after a twin flame that spirituality is not for them, then just don't. You know, nobody's going to judge you for that. But you're not going to get the VIP pass just because you want it. You can be mad at me. It's fine. I don't care, because I know I'm right. 9 out of 10 I'm right. And I always prove myself right. So with this said, take it or leave it. It's on you. If you want to live in La La Land, continue to believe in that. If you want to actually the truth in twin flames, this is it. So this could be the first, last, middle, or even a nickname. So we got W as in William, H as in Hamburger, K as in KFC, J as in George, G as in George, I should say, J as in Jason, E as in Edwin or Easter, X as in Xavier, D as in Diego, F as in Frank, O as in Oscar, B as in Boy, and at the bottom Q as in Queso. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to give you any name because I didn't have one. But again, doesn't mean that you guys are not going to end up together. It just means that this is the proper twin flame process and you are experiencing that like everybody else that has ever experienced a twin flame. So let me finalize with a message with the Oracle deck here. So we have here at the bottom, we got 25, and it says, go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, receiving. We have 16 twin flames. Literally, look at that, twin flames. And it says, soul partner, eternal connection. We got innovation, new creations, number 20. We have sacred breath and sound, life force communication, number 10. And last one says, oh no, lies, portal, number 1. And it says infinite mind awakening consciousness. And last one for sure now, number 41, circle of eternal joy, timelessness, dance of life. So this is officially the end of your reading, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did last, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to win an opportunity of a free reading, make sure to go and check the video, because I'm going to be announcing the winners on Friday or Saturday, one or the other. Every time my channel gains 1,000 subscribers, I always host a different giveaway. So if you want to check it out, make sure to look at the video. To finalize, most likely I show you my social media. So if you follow me on Instagram, I always follow back. I have a TikTok, I have a small group on Facebook. My upcoming project, which is my Patreon, once I launch it, I'm going to be offering personal readings over there, classes, as well as uncensored readings. What else? What else? I'm an Amazon affiliate, so you want to check my storefront for specific for specific products, spiritual, livelihood, wigs, makeup, protection, tarot. You want to check out my description box below because the link is there. Every week I add new lists and new products that you may like, on a budget always. To finalize, for sure, I also am open for personal reading, so if you want one, make sure to book online. That's the only way you can book with me. The description box below is the place to go to find my link for my website. I will open every week, once a week. Make sure to read the policy, follow it, as I go by that by heart. I do not work outside my schedule, so make sure that everything you need is under that schedule. Everything is under CST, sorry, and it's Wisconsin time. With this said, I do not take any requests outside that, so you email me or so, you're not gonna get a response. You want to go to the online. You can also book online, book on my Instagram if it's easier. You want to go to the book now button, place on my bio if it's easier. But with this said, I do not offer any free readings. Any free readings outside the giveaway is a no, and I never message anybody on any of my platforms requesting readings. So if that were to happen, it's not my account. Feel free to report and block boo boo. Thank you so much for the love and support. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and yeah,